have a problem. Crime is rampant, budgets are tightening, citizens are demanding more and more. Caught in the middle are our law enforcement officers. With the highest rates of divorce, alcoholism, domestic violence, and suicide, our officers and their families are under incredible amounts of stress. Overworked, underpaid, and underappreciated, these officers are expected to catch criminals, protect our citizens, and never lose their composure. Regretfully, that's not always the case.
Well, the behavior of most police officers, from my experience, would have to be that of, I would guess, that of sense of empowerment.
I mean, I would say their attitude in general is probably kind of negative.
To be real honest, I felt like I was looked down upon.
I just think they want to pick on who they can get away with it. You know?
They are the epitome of the law, and things begin and end with them.
You know, they're out there in the streets constantly, but you know, it seems like more on a vicious, you know, on a vendetta.
With the one-on-one communication with people, like when they get pulled over for something, they're going to have a better view of a police officer if he's nice to him and doesn't have that attitude. So they're going to have to change the police officers themselves.
Deep down inside, we know that our relationship with the community could be better. When I began serving as sheriff in Dorchester County, South Carolina, I spent most of my time dealing with personnel problems and citizen complaints. But now, since we began emphasizing character, for the first time ever, the compliments that I get from the public far outweigh the citizen complaints. And not only that, but crime in our county has dropped dramatically, 32% in the first 3 years. Serving as a police chief, a law enforcement trainer, and now as a sheriff, I've witnessed firsthand the destructive influences of the police lifestyle on the lives of our officers and their families. I began to ask myself, were we missing something here? Were we violating certain principles that were leading to the destruction of lives and the undermining of the public's trust and the ineffectiveness of traditional police practices? As a result, Police Dynamics was born. And this training program has been so successful that I go around the country and even around the world teaching these principles to other agencies so they can learn how to face these difficult challenges.
In the Police Dynamics video series, Ray Nash uses real-life examples and illustrations to help officers understand the dynamics at work in every law enforcement organization. The dynamics covered include such areas as coactive policing, restoring renegade officers, and taking back criminal strongholds.
The police dynamics that Ray Nash specifically brought with the training, I think teaches the things that are the core of being a good police officer, being trustworthy, being of good character.
The Police Dynamics Training Seminar, the officers are able to set a standard in their own life of the kind of character that they want to see in the community.
In your official capacity, you do not represent yourself. You do represent all these other entities that we just defined, but you do not represent yourself. Your ego, your goals, your agenda are irrelevant to the accomplishment of the police mission. Anger, lust, and greed. I can tell you that most instances of police conduct, if not all, can be traced back to one of these three root character flaws at work in this officer's life.